All right, folks, welcome to our trade recap. We took another loss here today. We didn't have a range to play around here with. We didn't have no range in a 4 hour time frame. A range that we traded already hit our take profit, so we can't even trade anymore. Why? Because our range already hit take profit. While in this case, you can see this case there's a double purse, but guess what? A double purse take profit already got missed. So it says I'll take double raise take profit. The objective take profit already got met. Which we're just gonna. I thought we're fine because we're going for a fixed 3 RR, but the objective is what matters more than the fixed 3 RR, right? Because if our take profit gets met, our trade idea could be invalidated, right? And as eventually you can see, it got invalidated. Now let's go over the top down action of the trade. We had a weekly CRT to the downside, weekly key low to the CRT. Last week, the month looking for retracement on the daily time frame, the daily wake up above lower prices. We as well had a daily to the downside, classic expansion profile to the downside, as well as we had this big daily range. We're in a premium daily range, as well as at a premium ERL discount IRL, which next week is probably going to be this IRL back to ERL, right? But this week we can only look for retracement on this week because of the last week of retracement, right? So on the 4 hour time frame, we had a 4 hour daily range, split low, split high, stable low. Premium discount, we had a premium, we're in the premium daily range, so it goes down to the discount daily range. We had range high, range low, how's range high, weekly CRT high, daily CRT high, how's range low, daily CRT low. We had a near continuation. We had our CRT with this 1 AM candle. Then finally purged it out, give us a model 1. But when it gave us a model 1, the model 1 got tapped and the market instantly hit our take profit. So we cannot be in a trade because the market already hit our take profit here. So yeah, this is the trade recap. Relatively quick loss. You can see how I'm making a lot of mistakes. It's all part of the process, all part of the journey of a trader. Everybody's gonna face different losses. I'm gonna face a lot of losses. It's a great thing. It's a very great thing. It's every day, every trade is a lesson of a trade. Every trade is gonna teach me something. In this case, this lesson relatively never happened to me before. This type of trade never happened to me. Usually, I get a setup before the range high, range low gets take profit, right? In this case, we get a setup after our take profit gets met, our objective take profit. And the next thing I'm gonna do is from now on forward, I am always going to. I'm gonna read out the rule for you guys. So I'll put it down. A rule says right over here. Let me get the rule real quick. I must always have a 4 hour hourly range depending on what profile we're trading for the day. If there is no range, I do not take a trade. If there is a range and the range I'm trading has already hit take target, and the range high, range low, the range high. So let's just say I'm going for a range to go. Let's just say I'm going for a range low to range high, and the range high gets take profit, I do not trade. I only execute when a valid range is present. If there is no ranges, I do not execute. If the range I'm trading, the range I'm watching has already reached take profit, I will not trade. I must always have a range to operate from. And in this case, that's the lesson here. Am I emotional with a trade because I lost? I risked 1.5%. Am I emotional at all? Nah, not really. This is when you lose so much and when you win, it gets normal. It gets to a point where losing, winning is just a normal thing, right? They're nothing special, which is a good thing, right? In trading, you don't want to, because as an amateur, you usually will feel a lot of emotions. You will feel, when you're in a trade, you're gonna feel some sort of emotion. When you lose, you feel some sort of emotion. When you win, you feel some sort of emotions. But it gets to a point when you execute so much that you feel nothing when you win, neither you feel nothing when you lose, neither you feel nothing when you miss a trade, right? Because you've been losing or winning so much that it gets to a point where it's normal. In this case, losing to me is so normal that I don't get emotional about it at all anymore, right? That's a very good thing, very good psychology part to the thing, just mastering that craft. And the lesson here is, man, as I said, is we had no range present. You're probably wondering, well, why are you looking for a short all of the range low got first go to the range high? In this case, it's a double purge. Purge out the low, purge out the high. But guess what? The double purge take profit already got met. Purge out the low, purge out the high, then go lower, and the market eventually pushed out the low here as well. So the target for the double price got met. In this case, when we executed the trade was after the range low right over here is met. So now we have no ranges here no more. Our target for the range got met. Our target was over here, and eventually I didn't even draw this line out. And from now on, every time I must always draw the line out. I must always draw the target of the range, because I'm just thinking, okay, I just need to draw the, you know, the TRCT low, the side I'm trading, and I don't have to worry about the target. I do have to worry about the target. If I'm entering a trade and the target has already been met, I cannot enter the trade, because because you guys know we're the range traders. We must always trade within a range. In this case, when we executed the trade, there was no range, so we got wrecked. Am I sad of the loss? No. This week we, you know, took losses left and right. We took loss on Tuesday, on Thursday, and today. So we took around what, -3 RR. Beautiful week. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a beautiful week. -3 RR week. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not sad at all. Just a beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. This is not a beautiful trade. Beautiful week. Right? Even with the losses, it's a beautiful week. It's lessonable week. We learned a lot. And yeah, the lesson of this trade, I had no psychology problem, no nothing problem. We were correct, right? You can see market overall went to our drawn liquidity we want to go, which is at range low and lower. But we have never had it. We never had execution to go down this range low. So I don't know why. I do know why, because I wasn't aware enough. I didn't have enough awareness to know, okay, our target is met, so it should have been a trade. And as I said before, this is my first time encountering this. Usually market will, when I get a setup before the target is reached, it'll give us an entry, right? But this time, you reach the target, then give the setup, then we went to a loss, right? So, you know, it all made sense. Just lessonable day. Now this just, you know, increased my edge a little bit more. Now this makes me have a little bit more awareness. And yeah, what's the lesson? The lesson is I must always have a 4-hour range. If my target of the range I'm trading in has met the target, or a drawn, or the, you know, has already hit take profit, I do not trade, period, because I need to always have a range. And yeah, I'm gonna read the rule one more time for you guys. The rule says one more time, it says I must always have a 4-hour range or hourly range depending on the daily profile. If there is no range, I do not take the trade. If there is a range and the range I'm trading has already hit its target, the range high or range low, I do not trade. I only execute when a valid range is present. If there is no range, I do not execute. If the range I'm trading, or on the range I'm watching, has already reached take profit, I will not trade. I must always have a range to operate from, because we're range traders. We wanna go buy low, sell high in a fractal nature of Power 3 / buying low, selling high in a fractal nature, because you'll never know if you're actually buying low or selling high, right? So the only way you know is through fractal nature, right, of price, because, you know, every chart moves the same. Like the 15-minute just 15 minutes, just a faster candle of 4 hour, right? They all, you know, it's in the fractal nature, right? Some shit like that. But yeah, this is my trade recap. It was a quick loss, lessonable loss. I am not sad about it at all. And the lesson is, one more time, we must always have a range, and I'm gonna draw the range as well. The range I'm trading in, I'm gonna draw the range low and the range high. If my range I'll take profit, and I don't get a setup beforehand, I'll do not execute. But if I do not take profit and I get a setup, I'll execute. Otherwise, no. And I must always have a range. Without a range, I cannot take a trade. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, join the description below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. You're correct. You can see you hit our take profit, but we entered after our take profit gets met, which you can't do that. There's no more ranges, because we're trading ranges, and our take profits are ranges, you know. So range highs, range lows. So you were correct, but execution was off, which is gonna get fixed. It just got fixed right here. Now I have to read it every single day until it gets subconscious to my mind, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.